What to do, folks? Only back to another story time video. Hey, this time I don't got the bonnet on. I know. This time it's also freezing a bit more because it's what, 19th of November. We're almost entering the snowy season soon, bro. I can't believe it's snowy season. I just said winter. I think it's actually been like exact like 1 month. Like I keep seeing the video in front of me. It says 20th of October. It's been recorded on the 19th, but I think I pre-recorded that. But you know what? I'm gonna stop yapping. Yes, like y'all say, I'd yap. Like sure, bro. Funny fucking meme. Funny meme. But today's topic of discussion is a big one. Okay, how rejection helped me, and trust me, this shit is gonna be important. Okay, let's trace back. I think this was like 2021. I think I was still in, I guess, primary school or the begin. No, this was like the beginning of high school, like first grade or second grade or first year, whatever you say, right? Bro, this is pre gym arc, pre everything, pre YouTube, like the fullest like beta form, like beta strike. But this was like at the first year of high school, I think, and out of nowhere on Snap I get like a random like girl that asks me back or something, and I'm okay, like who's this? Like I don't remember like adding this person or talking to this person. And then I remember like, yo, like who are you, like where are you from? She's like, I don't really know who you are, you added me. So I was just like kind of like, you know, like question mark up in the air, and my speculation was I probably like added like Uber or some shit. Like I know I used that sorry ass app. I was young, I was like 16 15. I think I was 16. Yeah, I was like 16 or something. But oh, it was pretty chill. So we ended up chatting and all this. The conversation was pretty nice. We didn't talk like a lot, but you know, it was like an hour like back and forth messages. But it wasn't like small messages, you know. They were not lengthy, but I guess like above average. That sounds so wrong, and me doing this too. Like relax, I'm not trying to insinuate anything. Yeah, and it went pretty smooth. And she like lived in my city too. I don't think she lived too far from me actually, which was even better. Okay, so I was like, hey, maybe it's time to whip out wrist strike. You know, actually don't let me say wrist strike. The guy does not even exist yet. Okay, this is just me thinking, okay, let's try to spit some fucking game. I don't remember like what sort of game I was trying to do, but she had a lot similar like interests like me, like the anime. Music taste was kind of similar too, nothing, not too similar. But I was like, yo, like how about we meet or some shit, you know? Oh no, I think I did say, yo, what about a date or some shit? I was like bold with it. Like I was nervous as heck typing on my phone like, how about a, like, bro, like nowadays I don't give a fuck. But I did that shit, right? She basically, she was kind of weird with it too, bro. She, looking back, she was a weird person, bro. But she like responded in this like fucking quirky ass way, like, oh, so you mean like a day, da. I was like, yes, like I mean a day. And she was like, cool, like I think we were supposed to meet. Okay, no, okay, yo, okay. I think this was a weekend, and on the day of the weekend was like Valentine's Day or some shit. I think I had holidays or something, but besides the point, we're going to meet on Valentine's Day. Okay, line that shit up perfectly. No, got on a day on Valentine's Day. Hey, getting so y'all getting clean with these two though. Besides the point, I get ready, I start planning stuff. I tell some of my homies, I'm like, yo, I'm going on a day. Hey, it's gonna be heat on Valentine's Day. Getting these bars in too. Gotta get a fresh, you know, a fresh fade. I like this really like white unused hoodie, but a nice matching fit. But then, you know, there was a day, like this is the day before Valentine's Day, okay? I started messaging her, I'm like, yo, like, I just talk about some random stuff, right? And I noticed like, okay, she took like a good maybe the hour diff between her seeing it and messaging me back was like large, okay? Like usually it'd be like 30 to like an hour in between, I think. Like it wasn't anything too crazy. But I got like a bad gut feeling in here, okay? Like a bad gut feeling. And I was like, okay, I didn't want to think too much of it, but I was like, okay, maybe she's busy, right? She said she was like cleaning her room or something. Like it was whatever, okay? And then, yo, okay. And then I think she responded at like 1 a.m. or like 2 a.m., okay? This is like in the night, right? And let me actually get the message up so I can actually read this shit, dog. Cause this Loki still hurts a little bit to this. Hey, it's not you. It's my Gemini moon. Actually, it's quite a lot of you. And hey, I'm putting this shit on screen while I'm reading too. I have other important charity work to do than talk to you. Bro, hey, listen. This was after hours. I'm not saying a single word, okay? Sorry, but I'm way too bored of you now. Bye-bye. Yo. Okay. Some of y'all might be like, yo, that is a crazy diss, okay? But this is important to the topic, okay? Because that's the rejection. But you just keep listening, I just keep listening. So I get that message, and I'm confused as hell. I'm like, what is this? What does this even mean, okay? What do you mean I have other important charity work to do? Like, you're not like donating to like a fucking charity work, like giving people water and shit like that. I knew that's not what she meant, okay? So I did my digging and all this. Like, I was like, what does this thing even mean? And apparently, okay, like from what I could understand is that she was implying, she basically said like she was talking to me because I had no one fucking else. It's crazy, okay? It's actually crazy. Like this. Okay, anyway, let me not rant about this no more. But I was confused. I was mentioning her back. I was like, yo, like, what's going on? What do you mean by this? I think she didn't just like answer for like another like hour or two. I remember I was like home alone. I went to the edge of the couch right there. Y'all can see it. The edge of that couch right there. I think this was like 2 in the morning too. I sit down there. I look to the ground and bro, like tears just like run down my eyes, dog. Like legitimate. This is not like on some like crazy. I'm sad. So I sit there at the end of my couch. I start crying hardcore. Because previous to this, I had bad experience with Valentine's Day too. But that's a story for another time. You know, I was making these like crying faces too. It wasn't like some dead face like cry. Like I felt bad. And this is a part of the story I've not told many people, okay? I'm ashamed of this, but you know what? I'm gonna be honest. After this, I think it was the day after or the same day, she blocked me, okay? I gotta say that as well. She blocked me. Like, I was asking, like, yo, what do you mean by this? Like, what's going on? Blocked. I was like, yo, there is no way she just blocked me and said that shit. So, like I said, beta strike, okay? This is pre-gym arc, pre-self-improvement arc, okay? I'm channeling the fucking backstory right now with this move. I made alternative Snapchat accounts. I made like 2 alternate Snapchat accounts, okay? I added her back on one. So I was like, yo, who is this? I was like, why did you block me? She's like, no. I don't know what she said, but I think the reaction was basically like, there's no way this is your bum ass again. And I remember she screenshotted the chat of the alt account and blocked that ass. I was like, yo, this is crazy, okay? She blocked that account. I tried to add her on the second one I made, but she didn't add anything back. Because she probably realized, hey, it's probably this bum ass dude trying to add me back. So I was like, damn. But why do I tell this story though, you know? There was no good ending. There actually was no good ending for that year at least. I felt ass. I felt unlucky. I was like, yeah, another bad experience I had with women, but still. The learning lessons after this though, that came with it. This is why rejection is gonna help you out in life, okay? Because this doesn't just have to do with girls, okay? It could be jobs, it could be, you know, grades, anything. Because rejection also goes in hand with failure as well, right? Because you could consider this like I fumbled the bag or whatever, right? But of course, I don't really think her text about the Gemini thing had a lot to do with me, you know, but whatever, right? Number one, I'm never making alt accounts again. Number two, if I get blocked like that, nowadays, with that sad energy, you know, that you get, you might be angry, you might just hate the word, because I know the feeling, trust me. It's happened to me, and this was one of the times where I felt like extremely bad, okay? But there are some more stories up ahead that made me feel even worse. But the key thing here is to understand this, what you do with that energy. Now, of course, if you need to cry like I did, if something like this happens to you, you fail a test, you get rejected badly, you fail like or you get rejected like a job interview, like, well, I'm sorry, but you didn't make it past this or whatever, like bringing other people in to respond instead or whatever. And you just feel shit. If you need to cry, cry. Trust me. I'm not against crying. Me personally, I would do that shit alone. Like, I'm not trying to be around people, like, crying my eyeballs out. People like, yo, are you okay? Like, I just want to be alone to do that shit. But then, are you gonna be sad about it for days? Or are you gonna do something with that energy, okay? Like, energy is so important, like, on some real now. I didn't even start realizing this until like this year, like energy as a whole. A lot of anger, sadness nowadays that I could receive, or that I receive, if I get like flaked, for example, on a date by a girl, instead of going home and crying now, since it's all bullshit in the past has happened to me, I'm like, well, that sucked. I'm actually a little bit sad, but quite pissed. I just go into the gym. On some real, I'll probably do like 5 extra like reps of rage, dog. I come home and I'm like, I had this mindset of like, you know, this like, I'll prove to them all type of mindset, you know, like the cliche shit you might have heard, right? I like the way I like flow the energy into like the work I do, like the editing. I'm like, you know what? This day we're gonna for like 5 hours straight, no break, because I got this X amount of energy, you know. And not, you don't just need to like put it into like editing or working out. I mean, this could be to anything else. This might, you know, go for a run, or maybe you use that energy to look for other jobs. You know, like maybe you're like, you know, I fuck those jobs. I applied for like 20 jobs. I got interviews for like 5. I'm gonna apply for like 30 now. I'm gonna get like 10 interviews instead. You know, you get the point, right? But what you need to understand is rejection, failure, and experience. Getting rejected sucks. Trust me. I know, dog. I know, dog. It's not fun. It still happens today. I am way better at handling it though than I did before. And like I said, it doesn't just have to be, you know, girls or grades or jobs. Like, it could be the same thing with my YouTube videos. Like, and maybe I'll post like a really like high effort video. I'm like, okay, this was like a bang. It's probably the best thing I ever done. But then, you know, I guess you could consider get rejected by YouTube itself. Now, it didn't get pushed out by a lot of people. And in my eyes, could have failed. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is probably the most worked video I ever worked on before, and it did ass. So am I just gonna sit there and cry about it, literally cry about it, or am I just gonna push even harder than last time? And you know exactly the answer. I'm just gonna push harder than I did last time. This is a good positive feedback loop. I understand if you're not able to do this the first time around, because I couldn't. Like I said, I was crying like on the couch and shit, feeling ass for days, making more Snapchat all the accounts to type to the girl and shit. Don't be afraid to fail, get rejected, and all this, because it's a part of the experience. It's part of the process to make you into a better person. Trust me. Of course, this also goes hand in hand with not being afraid of failing, because in the end, if I didn't fail, I probably wouldn't be here, dog. I wouldn't be able to tell you about this story. I probably wouldn't do this whole YouTube thing. I'm just being honest. Because all the experience that I've accumulated up to this point has brought me here. That's actually crazy to think about, though. Just let that sink in. Everything that has happened in my life up to this point brought me here. All the rejections, failures, the experience I've gained. Like, damn. That's some high-level introspectiveness, low-key. Please understand that whenever you feel like ass, when you feel like you failed something, see it as a part of the experience, the learning process. I still struggle with this till this day. Trust me. If you saw the video, like, I think the Japan vlog video, I was literally ranting about how I fumbled like 2 interviews. Well, I didn't fumble 2. I fumbled 1, but I didn't get the job for like 2. Okay? Like, I was mad as hell. But that was part of the experience, you know? Now it's in fucking, like, braided into my heart. And I'm just like, okay, well, if there's another group interview, I'm probably gonna smash that shit, you know? It's a shame that I lost those 2 jobs, but hey, I guess it was part of the experience. I guess it happened for a reason, for me to bring it up today, you know, or make that video way back. The process of transferring energy into doing better things is one of the key factors, okay? So please don't sit around, do nothing, and feel bad. You're probably gonna have those moments eventually, but think of it like this. I'd rather you want to have 20% of the times you cry about it, you feel shit about it, and then 80% of the times you're doing something productive with what happened, you know. But it's honestly how it's helped me with most of the stuff in my life, you know, with the gym especially. I mean, I didn't start the gym because I actually got rejected. I started the gym, you know, I like there was no breakup, you know, like casual shit. I shouldn't even say casual. I would respect everyone that started, even though they got broken up and all that. But I started because I wasn't, you know, comfortable with my body and all this, you know. But then as time went on, I started actually meeting people, you know, dating and all this. And these misses, like I talk about, dog, like getting rejected, people flaking on you, like ignoring you, it just like made me so pissed because I could have been sad. I really could have been sad. I could not went through those workouts. I could have crawled up in my bed feeling like ass and asked, why does the world hate me? But I went that same day being like, you know what, you fucking asshole, I'm gonna show you your ass. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go into the gym and rip out the most fucking weight I've ever done in my life. Please put that in perspective, because I wasn't always like this, okay? And I feel like the gym is the best example of this stuff. But you get it, you know, you get it. This could be anything. Schoolwork, jobs, helping people. Hopefully you learn something from this video though, because usually from these story times, I hope I at least give you one new insight or you learn something new today about me and about life in general. The next story time, I don't even know what's gonna be, but I'm gonna try to keep these rare though. I don't want them to be too, I was gonna say oversaturated, but maybe that's not even the right word, but yeah. I mean, probably more than like 90% people's already clicked off the video by now. Like, I'm just being completely honest. If you stayed, I really hope I did help you and they actually learned something, because at the end of the day, I would have liked to hear this stuff along the way too, you know? I don't know what you call it, but the fucking master teaches the student like all my failure. Hopefully you skip out on all my mistakes and failures because I passed on my knowledge to you and all this. Like, especially because I know y'all are young too. Like, I'm pretty much older than most of my viewers anyway. Like, YouTube stats be lying like always. But please take care, and as always, stay hydrated, okay? And I hope you learned something new today from the striker himself. Yes, I'm blowing my own trumpet. Here we go.